I guess I didn't really start thinking about science until I got to undergrad, um, where like I got a job as like a lab technician, but really was like washing dishes most of the time. And so I think that was my first uh, like sense of thinking about science and being like, oh, people do this as kind of a job. So it wasn't until I guess my fourth year of undergrad, so I was about to graduate, and I took a couple of classes that really like piqued my interest, and they were all like focused on animals, and I think one of them was called like vertebrate morphology, and the other one was like comparative biomechanics. And so all of those classes were like talking about like, oh, people work with animals outside of like veterinary science, and this is what you can do with them. And so I found that really interesting. So that was very not straightforward. So right after I graduated, I didn't have any experience in the field that I was interested in. And really the other stuff that I had done in the past were things that, again, they were kind of like dishwashing, so not really like real experience. And so right after I graduated, a grad student that I met during undergrad invited me to go on a research trip. And I was like, well, I am kind of in this awkward phase where like I can't work for a month, and I don't have anything else to do, so why not? And so I went on the research trip, and it was only a month long, but it was the coolest thing I'd ever done. And it was super welcoming. Everyone on the team that I worked with was super friendly and were willing to help me. And by the end of that experience, like I knew I wanted to go to grad school. But right off the bat, I didn't have experience. So like if you don't have experience, you're not gonna get in it anywhere. And so I ended up applying to jobs to get more field experience with like animals and stuff like that. And then after that, doing that, I got a job that took me to Oklahoma. And so after that experience, I ended up getting a getting into a master's program. And so that was like a good experience because I was actually able to like kind of wet my hands and really get into it and figure out, you know, is this actually right for me? Like, do I actually like it? And it wasn't too long of a commitment. It was just 2 years. And after that, I was like, yeah, I'm super into this. I want to keep going. And so I applied to grad programs again, and now I'm here. If you're in your undergrad stage, I would say reach out to people, start getting involved, and figure out what you like and don't like. And while you're doing that, you're also making connections. So if you end up deciding that you do like it, then you know people and they'll refer you and, you know, provide support for you and stuff like that. So I think I would have gotten started sooner. Like I think it took me a while to figure out that I didn't want to be a veterinary student, mainly because it took me so long to get involved and get real experience. And had I done that sooner, I think I would have realized that, one, I hate veterinary science. I don't hate it, but it's just not my cup of tea. And I might have tried to start getting involved in research sooner, but worked out, so.